Hey, what's up, Playboys? What's pimping? Yo, what's up? It's Alex back once again. I'm coming at you right out of the theater reaction of Shelby Oaks. I'm just going to spoil everything, going to give you all the rundown, bing, bang, pow. All right, let's get one thing out of the way. Chris Stuckman, my man, one of the first movie reviewers that I know of on YouTube. Definitely one of, if not the first, I watched back in like 2012, maybe sooner. This man is an inspiration to so many in the online film reviewing space. It's the big change from Siskel and Ebert, highbrow movie commentary criticism, to, mom and pop. You got Jim down the street talking about how he hates the new Halloween Ends. You know what I'm saying? And he gets the review, and it's just a whole community film reviewing. He's one of the OGs on YouTube, one of the biggest sharing film review platforms still to this day. So let's just say he almost entirely crowdfunded this project. He took the leap to go from horror movie reviewer, just making little films with his friends at home, putting his money where his mouth is, and he's going and making one himself. And let's just say, he said it himself, filmmaking's not easy. I haven't been on a massive set before, but I've been on some pretty decent sets, and filmmaking is not easy. And that's why with this film and most films, I try to stay till the end of the credits. And with this one, I watched all the credits, and it's just a reminder, even an indie film like this, so many people were involved in making it. So many people. It's pretty crazy to think about how many people go into making a movie. Now, I also say that to say it's a big step going from YouTube movie reviewer to filmmaker. Very big step. And I totally see why he went the direction of, I don't want to talk bad about films anymore. I want to make this a film celebration channel. I totally get that, because at the end of the day, I think it finally clicked in his head. He's like, oh, this stuff is real hard. Oh, it's harder than I thought it was. Okay, I'm critiquing and criticizing people, and they probably had so many steps and ran into so many issues that, means that I don't necessarily feel as justified in my critiques. Now, I still think film critique is legitimate. I think it's valuable. I think at this point he might agree with that, but he just doesn't want to do it himself. So that's neither here nor there, but I am saying that to say I respect what he's coming from, and I love what he's done. The amount of people that have been inspired right now, today, these past few weeks, is massive. People in the space. I've already wanted to go big or go home as far as making movies, but I know a lot of people have had that moment now. I can do it, actually. I can get a movie in theaters. I just need to figure it out. I'm some random guy. He's some random guy. He used to just be, my friend, my pal, my fellow movie nerd talking online. And in a way, he still is. But so that's the cool part. People are feeling connected to him. As far as, so many movie nerds, particularly horror movie nerds, love low budget filmmaking and being able to ground up make a film and fund it and kind of find your own way into the industry, make your own lane versus trying to hop on the bus that's already moving, if that makes sense. So it's super amazing that he did that, and he did that for all of us. He did that for himself first and foremost, but all of us as well. I'm personally inspired myself, and I'm a horror movie nut, love low budget horror movie filmmaking. And so that's now where I'll get into the film and get into spoilers. I know there are a lot of mixed reviews going around for this movie. I really liked it. I really liked it. It's small in scale, and I thought maybe it was going to be something bigger at the end, but I kind of like that it stayed small in scale all the way through to the end. And I really like what they ended up doing with Riley's character. By the end, it's oh, she is messed up. And almost I was like, oh, is she evil now? It's no, she's just really traumatized. And then she goes after the baby, and we think maybe it's because she doesn't want to leave her baby. But then it seems she realized that, what's her name? Mama Miles. She was transferring the demon, whatever, into that baby. And then that baby was then the new vessel for the thing. I think. Anyways, so brief rundown. I'm a huge paranormal, real paranormal thing. I love ghost hunters for starters. I love found footage. I love films like Lake Mungo. So the mockumentary style, interview style, love it. I love simple one-person stories. I love the mystery aspect of it. There were some very fun mysteries to it. I love the type of film grain on the footage that they used, how they had found footage to fake documentary to real-life shot. You know what I mean. Regular cinematic filmmaking. It was awesome, and I thought it was really well done. I do hear some complaints in the story department. It's a basic story. Personally, I don't have any issues with it. There were a couple moments I felt like it dragged, but not really, honestly. There was just moments in the house, in the cabin, where I felt uneasy, and I didn't really... It was confusing, personally, for me, about, oh, is she gonna run? Okay, so Riley's here. Okay, so then they're at the bottom of the stairs. They chasing this. Okay, now she's upstairs in this attic doing this. She's coming up with the baby. She's doing her prayer thing. Oh, she's up in the air. Okay, and then we just jump forward and Riley's safe in the hospital bed and the baby there. And then she's like, oh, the husband didn't believe her. So she's like, nom, 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 nom. That's how I took it. But then what? The next day it's yeah, Riley, you can come home. Yeah, baby, you can come home. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Okay, 14-day psych eval at least? That baby going through all that, malnourished, whatever, especially Riley malnourished, now we're just going to send them home on their own? It worked for the ending. It worked for the ending, I'm not going to lie. But even if they said it had been a couple weeks or something, I mean, anyways, maybe that was implied. Honestly, I don't know if it was the next day or whatnot, but that's one thing. I love the locations, man. I love the locations so much. The abandoned amusement park, the abandoned prison, and the story about the prison riot. Now, he was just standing at the windows and what they did with the eyes. And, oh my God, Derek Mears is one of the people that played the what are they called? The whatever the creature's called. I'm not committing it to memory because this stuff is weird stuff. I don't know if I want them. Oh, that's a side thing. But yeah, whatever that thing is. Then, so what I would say is that there's awesome locations. The production design was really cool. Of the cabin, the production design was awesome. Of the tunnel, production design was awesome. And I would say, big year for old lady witches and horror, huh? Right? They're both very good. I like both of the characters, and the actresses nail it. The actress in this movie goes, bah, nails it out of the park. Yeah, the production design really cool. The locations chosen, I like a lot. And yeah, so what I would say is I know there's a lot of moments where the creature's in the background that you don't necessarily see. So that's kind of cool. I do like kind of the confusing aspects. The way the tape comes in here, we can't see exactly. The way the mystery slowly unfolds, it felt very Lake Mungo-esque. How you'll see things that are just at the corner of frame. They'll zoom out. You'll find a different thing from that. And then go here. Okay, he comes, he does his thing, right? And then she takes the tape, checks it. It's, what was I going to say? No, how they have the tape from before and all they can see is the dude at the door, like the tall white guy, yada, yada, yada. And then it's showed to be him that's taking Riley. And then you have the reveal later of it showing Riley on the different pictures in the photo book. Like, just slowly adding new things, and also seeing I'm trying to think of what to call it. It's like a goat, like demon goat. Incubus, right? Incubus? They have some other name for it, but yeah, Incubus, I think it's like a baby born demon or something. I don't know. I'm not that informed on my demon lore. But I say that to say that it's cool how you slowly see things in the background that then they point out, zoom in, and the story gets further from that. What I will say is also I love the inside location of the prison. So cool. And the actors who play like the prison warden and the cop do a great job. Acting overall in this film is really good. You can tell there was solid direction. There was solid direction by Chris. To me, it seems like he's definitely a big fan of camera. A lot of directors love camera movement. I'm not, like, as a director myself, the way I do it, I'm not as focused on camera, which I know sounds crazy. Story, acting, honestly, sound, locations, set design, like stuff like that. Camera is not one of the things I focus on, but it's clear Chris loves camera movements, and they go pretty well. Our main character, though, Mia, she does so many crazy things. It's like, you're gonna go inside that cell. You're gonna go inside that cell. I've seen enough horror movies. That cell gonna close and lock on me. You ain't gonna catch me in here. I'm not gonna be caught locked in this cell, and nobody knows I'm here. So I'm sitting there the whole time like, yo, oh, I'm just waiting for it to close. I'm just waiting for it to close. And then you see that dog pop out after like her breathing, and she's like staring. And then like, so she starts, moving. The dog pops out, right? And then you just see the demon hand grab the dog, and it was like, oh man, that one got me. I thought the jump scare was gonna be the dog, and then it's that hand. That was good. That was well done. Yeah, there's like a couple other things like that. Like, I love my sister. If I had a sister, I don't. Would I die for my brother like that? The way she like goes back and it's like, yo, Riley, come on. The way she goes down into the basement, down into the tunnel, when the thing like can lock shut, and you go to the end of the hall, the old lady's not there. You're turning your back to everything. It does have some of those classic, like, this character, I don't know about this one, but in this case, I guess her sister's out there. So if it's like your family, sometimes we can do irrational things, yada yada. But I will just say that, that works. That I don't have a problem with that. But also, it's clear he loves Blair Witch. The little like things he did and the videotapes, and when I love Blair Witch too, so we on that same wavelength. So I love this movie personally for tons of reasons. I love the story, mystery, style of filmmaking, characters, locations, just watching the story unfold. And one of the biggest things along with that, again, is the story of Chris Stuckman and making this. I've known about this film. It's been in the making for like 7-8 years. I've heard about this film for a long time, and I was like, oh, is it ever going to come out? Yada, yada. Kind of, he said himself, he thought it might end up going on the streaming service. And looks like a worldwide release, baby. Flanagan and Neon involved. What are we talking about? Yeah, so I absolutely love this movie. I'm coming off the high of it right now. But I would say definitely a solid between 8.7 and 9.2. Right now, off rip, I'm going to give it 9.2. And all things considered, Chris and everything involved, 9.5. Very, very strong directorial debut. Again, it lands with me for specific reasons it probably won't with others, because I love found footage, I love fake documentary, I love low-budget filmmaking, I love mysteries, I love paranormal shows, I love, like, cabin in the woods stuff, I love, like, creepy old ladies. Like, this hits all the beats of stuff I love. Abandoned prisons. I mean, it's really cool. It's really good. Taking your like big protagonist, and by the end they're like really twisted and messed up. But this time I liked it because it wasn't the twist that she was evil, which would have been the easy twist. It was just like, oh, she had just seen all of it, and now she was trying to sacrifice the baby. But Mia was like, no, you can't do that. I know my sister's not a killer, yada, yada. I gotta be straight up. I know we watching the movie too, but if I was Mia, it's like, yo, did you hear what she just said? Did you see her dripping the blood on that baby? Did you see her doing it on the wall over y'all's faces? Something not right about that baby. Like, I'm sorry. And if my sister was there and she thinks that needs to be done, I'm not saying that I would encourage, but what I am saying is I would turn around and walk out that door. I would just be like, nope. I ain't see nothing. I'll check on you in 15 minutes. All right, Riley? And go make some hot chocolate real quick. That's what I would do. I would not go and be like, I know my sister's not a killer. It's like, it's her baby. It's her baby. Do you think, like, I'm sorry, but if she thinks that baby needs to die, I'm going to let her make that decision. Respectfully. Especially after all this stuff I see. I saved my sister. I owe that to her. My nephew, who might be a demon baby, I'm sorry. I'm not going to die or risk my sister for you. My sister, though, that you're her baby, she can make that decision, not me. I'm not going to stop her. What are we talking about? So, yeah, that was a crazy decision. The sister makes a few crazy decisions, but, I mean, what can you do? What can you do, right? So I thought it was a really good one. It was a quick in and out. Very impressive. Again, it lands with me for a bunch of specific reasons. It might not for others. And I do love the simplicity of it while still giving you enough different stuff to chew on. Winston, super fun character. And all those like pictures that they had of him and Riley. Oh, like the random pages of it's just scratched out. It's so creepy and it's so good, so simply done. That cabin looks so cool. The actress who played the old lady was so good. Oh man, and again, the acting all around is great. The styles of filmmaking flow so well together. The found footage, fake documentary, and cinematic, so good. If you haven't seen it, I just spoiled a ton of it, but it's still worth a watch for sure. There's tons of fun stuff about it. I probably will see it again. We'll see if I wait until streaming or whatnot, but I probably definitely will watch this one again, because I guess there is still stuff about seeing the incubus demon thing in the background of shots that aren't as clear. So that'll be fun to look for. But overall, yeah, phenomenal. I love it. Yeah, again, I said 9.287. I think that's me being a bit tough on it, honestly. So I'll stick with a 9.2 because I'm confident in that rating. Everything considered with Chris Stuckman, 9.5. And honestly, I don't got many complaints. I really don't have many complaints. Yeah, again, there was a few moments where I was a little bored, slightly slow. That lasted maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. And it also is 2025, the year of our Lord, with like my brain being numbed by all the instant action on the phone. And some ridiculous decisions by the main character, but honestly, it worked. Overall, extremely impressed. Extremely grateful to be able to see this from somebody that I've always looked up to for reasons other than filmmaking. And this is just another thing to look up to him for. So, I mean, he's part of the reason probably I'm here right now talking to y'all. So, I mean, I really respect the man. This is my type of film, my type of filmmaking. I love indie. I love horror. I love found footage. Again, like, I love all of this stuff. I love In the Woods. I love Abandoned Town. I love, like, broken down prisons, like all that stuff I love, so it's hitting me hard. So yeah, I'm big on this one. I could go even higher with my rating, to be honest, but I'm on the high right now, so I'm just going to leave it at a confident 9.2, 9.5. So respectfully, I'm so grateful to be here with y'all. I'm so grateful for anybody watching this, and I'm so excited to hear all of your thoughts. I hope that you have a wonderful experience like I did. I'm very biased for a ton of different reasons, and again, this hits all the notes of what I love. So yeah, this movie was made for someone like me. And that's it for today, guys. I love you so much, and thanks for watching. And someday you'll be seeing me on that big screen. I can tell you that now. And when I am, I'll let y'all know. Who knows? Maybe we'll crowdfund a little bit. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Until next time, it is Alex with TV Fortitude, and we're signing off.